this is the way to my office, VEO, which is an NGO that promotes volunteerism, so come and take. This is the office, which is pretty modern to be Vietnam, like you don't think in Vietnam, but it's so nice, like all the startups on this floor, and then the office is this way. And then, and this is the office, and there are all the people I work with. You're killing us flowers like that. Let's go. So this, okay. So we have a kitchen in the office, and you can have yourself some like hot water and some cold water, and then you can keep all your food here, so it doesn't get warm. And then we have microwave and oven and free coffee all day. And yeah, you can just bring your packed lunch and heat it up here. But I usually just go and buy some fruit in the market, and then just like do fruit salad here and use like that to pick up here. Very nice. And then after lunch, well, in Vietnam it's very common to go for naps after lunch, so we have a napping area. So, take your shoes off. You come here, you can just lie down.
And it's also can come and talk to each other.
Yeah, well, at 12, between 12 and 2 you can't because everyone is sleeping here, but you can come like at this time. I will relax for a little bit. I'm Gigi, I'm 22 and I'm from Peru, and I've been in Vietnam already for 2 months and a half. And I've been working here at VEO, and VEO is a social enterprise that promotes volunteerism, which is volunteering and doing tourism at the same time, especially in the north of Vietnam. So we have trips to Sapa, Mai Chau, and it's usually 2 to 3 days long, but it consists like on volunteering on the first day, and then on the second day you get to mix with the people you are traveling with and actually explore the area and the region. Which is pretty good. And what I'm actually doing here is an international intern. So what I do is trying to recruit more international people to come and take part, because at the moment VEO is quite big, but mostly it's Vietnamese volunteers. So they want to get more like on a global a scheme, like on a global dimension kind of thing. And I'm also doing, so VEO has many projects. So it has a volunteerism, it has a book project where they're trying to build libraries to promote more education, and all the funds from VEO go to spreading education. So they build some schools already in Sapa with the profits from the trips. And another project that I'm working on is called Global Just Community, and that one looks to empower young Vietnamese people to become more successful in an international context. So they want to promote people to go and work abroad and study abroad, so they can come back to the country and help to develop society and working here. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. It's like a series of workshops, and which is kind of hard because the project was quite slow, but we're trying to build it up again.
Sounds really interesting. How do you feel about your task here? Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. I actually really enjoy. I took part of the trips, like 3 trips so far, and they're actually really fun. And you get to meet so many Vietnamese volunteers. We have like another way of thinking, and you feel like you're blending in with them. And then obviously it's really nice to be here in the office because everyone I work with is Vietnamese and like, no foreigner. So I actually feel like I'm learning a little bit of Vietnamese by being with them all the day, and they just like talk Vietnamese, shout around. And yeah, and the office is pretty nice too.
So what kind of difficulties have you met during your time here?
Like I said before, because most of them are Vietnamese, they don't have really good English. So I can make friends with them, but to an extent, because their English is not too good, and my Vietnamese is not too good to actually engage in like more like a friendship kind of thing. Like we're friends at work, but I would love to get to know them better. But so I say there's a language barrier, I think. But they try it though. They try to communicate as much as they can. And then I think the traffic, because I didn't know Vietnam was going to be so messy with traffic, and it takes quite long to come here. But then you can take a motorbike, and it makes it a little bit better. And maybe avoid peak times. So peak times are like 7 a.m. and then 5 p.m. 5 p.m. I think is the worst. It takes me longer to go back than to come here.
So what do you think you have gained so far?
Definitely like the ability to work with different working styles, because I think I was used to be on time and to be more like you don't more independent at work, but I feel like here you are more flexible with times and you need to cope with that, and you need to like make yourself flexible to think that it's not because they're not respectful, but it's because the culture works like that here. So they sometimes don't have things on time, but that's fine. And then I think the working side, like everyone is just very bubbly in the office, and sometimes you need your time out to like actually focus on what you're doing. And I think back in England when I was working, it was more like everyone is very independent, like focus on their own work, not much like teamwork going around. Because here it's just like everyone together and like talking all the time, but they still work like that. So I think I'm quite bad at multitasking, so that's why I'm just like, oh no, too much noise around.
Yes, my name is Nguyễn Phương, and now I'm the CEO of Volunteer for Education organization. As you might know, that our organization is focused on responsible championship, and we bring the volunteer from Hanoi to our project destination in the mountainous area of Vietnam. Now we have 6 project destinations in Phú Thọ, Hòa Bình, Yên Bái, Lào Cai, and Hà Giang, and we organize weekly trip with our purpose to support the community in 2 fields. One, we want to focus on education for the children and in the local adult also, and another thing we think that's also very important is to have the local to do another work, and it relates into tourism. Can help them to earn money, to know how to serve the customer. The tourism come to their area and know how to protect on the cultural criteria and environment also. Yeah.
So what do you think about the contribution of international volunteers at your organization?
The contribution of international volunteers to my organization is very important. Why? As you can know that the young generation in Vietnam now, they want to have the interaction and the relationship and the networking with the international young student. And if we have international volunteers join our trip, we can have our Vietnamese volunteer have more knowledge, more know-how to do the volunteer, and they can have cultural exchange with each other. Besides, with some international volunteers join in our organization who support in marketing activity, support in setting up the plan for the trip, or they support to expand our international activity. I think that they can have us has another view to work to solve the problem, and they can suggest some way to solve the thing or the problem or the issue that our current team is working with. They can share their experience or the way that they usually do in their own country. So it will help us have more effective brainstorm meeting or discussion. Actually, besides, I found that the international volunteer from VEO is very active and usually give us the constructive feedback. So it's very good for our organization.
Are you happy about Gigi's performance in the organization?
Yes, actually, when the first time when I have interview with Gigi through Skype, I don't expect that Gigi can involve very deeply in our activity because he wants to interact for marketing activity, to support for the project estimation, to PR about their potential tourism beauty, something like this. But after come to VEO and work with us, she very active and enjoy in many other fields besides marketing. Like she joined in the teaching in Lit for the children and the local in the project destination. He joined in the contribution and the idea for our plan for each project. And she also helped to expand and attract more intern and collaborator for our international department. So I'm very happy, more than happy with the work of Gigi in VEO now.